All right, shalom everyone. Peace for those who love peace, and no peace for the wicked, the Lord said. Today we continue learning. Life is a journey of learning, and every day we can learn something new. And it doesn't matter how much you learn, always you will find that there is something missing. So we will hope today we will get some Muslims who join us, and maybe they can tell us who is Allah. But as usual, my experience with Muslims, they don't even know what Muslim mean. Like if you ask anyone what Muslim mean, he will say to you submission. And then some Christians, they copy from the Muslims what they say. So then Christian, they start saying submission. But we know that this is not true, and only ignorant will say such a statement. Ignorant in language, ignorant in religion, ignorant in information. And that is very popular these days. They go to the internet and they ask Google or they ask ChatGPT what Islam mean. ChatGPT tell them, Islam means submission, so we say submission. Or we go to the church, and in the church they say to us that the Muslims are descendant, or Muhammad descended from Ishmael, which is absolutely totally against the teaching of the Bible. And we know that this is absolutely funny and false and so dummy to say. And by doing that, the Christians are giving Muhammad a chance to be, someone he can claim to be a prophet. Like, by saying I am from the children of Abraham. I'm not just, anybody. So it's like to claim legitimate place which he don't have. My voice is not good. Okay, hold on. Let me see. How is my voice for you guys in Discord? Is it low? All right, let us see. I don't know why this software sometime. All right. Is it better now? I hope it is better for you. So, if we go in the Quran, uh, in the first page in the Quran, which is not the first page, by the way, many do not know that the Quran, according to Muslims, the Quran we have today, it changed a lot, and the Muslim, they changed at least the location of verses and chapters. In fact, there was no chapters really. Uh, you know, this is something the Muslim later they start organizing to copy the Christian and the Jewish scriptures. However, if we go to the normal Quran you have today, it says from the beginning, in the name of Allah, the most gracious. And the first thing you ask yourself, why Allah will say in the name of Allah if He is the one is talking? That is not the way anyone. If I am Christian Prince, why I want to say in the name of Christian Prince? That doesn't make sense. That's even silly. You say such a statement only if you are not speaking, you are not the person who is speaking, you are not Allah. So you are someone else speaking in the name of Allah, and that will make sense. But according to Muslims, no, the one is talking is Allah. Now, for sure, we know that Muslims, they claim always that everything in the Quran or the Quran came to Muhammad through a guy, his name is Jibril. Now, the sound like the name sound the same as Gabriel we know in the Bible. Yeah, because Muhammad is copying, trying to copy from the Jews names he heard in their books. So the first thing he do, he stole the name Gabriel, but with some change, so he called him Jibril. Now, if you ask the Muslim what Jibril mean, they do not know. What Allah mean, they do not know. Anything actually about Islam, they do not know. Because all the names in Islam are theft and stolen. That's why the Muslims have no idea what those names mean. But we go back to our topic. You notice here that this is cannot be God speaking, in the name of Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. And here Ar-Rahim is the womb, the womb of the women. And here, you ask yourself how that name is inserted there. This name alone is additional proof that Muhammad is a thief, because the first time this name mentioned in the Quran, it's when Muhammad received a letter from a man, his name Rahmanul Yamama. Uh, and then when the Arab they questioned Muhammad, they said to him, "Oh, Muhammad, he have a new God. You know, today he is calling this God Ar-Rahman. What happened to Allah?" See, and this is long after Muhammad he claimed to be a prophet. So why Allah never revealed to Muhammad such an important name, which later appear everywhere, to the point Muslim they put it in front. Actually, every chapter in the beginning, the Muslim they added to it, even if it's not part of the chapter. So how this name? Why this name never mentioned? Again, because Muhammad is a thief, and the thief he did not learn about this name. He liked it later. So here, when they question him, if you go to the interpretation of the verse written by Muslims, not by us, you will see that they ask him, uh, you know, who is this Rahman? Muhammad today have a new God. So he said, supposedly this is Allah answering, say, he told him, tell them, you call upon Allah or call upon Rahman by whatever name you call upon him, it's fine. Why? For him belong all the most beautiful names. And here you see how silly and how stupid the answer. So can I call him Monica? Can I call him Susu? Is it up to Muhammad to call him? This verse saying to us that Muhammad never ever receive a command from his God saying, call me Ar-Rahman. All right? Never. And the proof in front of you. Because if he receive it, uh, there's no need for this verse anyway. You know? This verse came as a response after Muhammad he mentioned such a name. You know what I'm saying? And this chapter is number 50 in the Quran, which means Muhammad half of his life claiming to be prophet is gone, yet he never mentioned the word Rahman, not even once. So Muhammad he called his God as he wish. In fact, the Quran says to him, you call him as you want. All beautiful names belong to Allah. Any beautiful name. Susu, Dudu, Mimi, Kuku. Any name you like, you can call Allah. But then when you ask the Muslim, they will say to you that Allah have 99 names. By the way, the 99 names, we cannot find them in the Quran. Most of them, they are not in the Quran. But this is Islam as usual. Blind they see and deaf they hear, which means they claim to be seeing things, but they never saw anything. They witness to Muhammad. The Muslim, they witness, they take Shahada. Shahada means witness. But those people they never witness anything. Muhammad never have a miracle. But as usual. So here you see, the more you do a little bit of deep study, you notice that the Quran is so silly, so stupid. Why does God he forgot the most important name for him, which later appear everywhere? I mean, if I type the word Rahman, if I take this word here, Rahman, and I post it in the search engine, it's everywhere. See? Why Allah never mentioned it to? And then Allah, he started calling himself Ar-Rahman. You know what I mean? Oh boy. So Muhammad called him Ar-Rahman. Allah copy Muhammad. It's not Muhammad copying his God. It is Allah. All of this is Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahman. Just because a guy, his name Rahmanul Yamama, he sent a letter and his name in the name of Rahmanul Yamama, and this guy, his God, his name is Rahman too. And later Muhammad, he have a war with this guy, and the Muslims, they killed him. In fact, this man almost he killed the army of Muhammad. Almost he was victorious. Too bad. I hope, but you know what we can say. I wish he won. Uh, all of this, suddenly Ar-Rahman became a very important figure, as you see. Say he is Ar-Rahman. Say he is Ar-Rahman. You see in the translation here, by the way, they lie. You see, when they say the most gracious, Ar-Rahman have nothing to do with most gracious. Ar-Rahman is a word coming from the word Raham. Ar-Raham mean womb. And this is an Aramaic word. Uh, let us see. If you speak to anyone who speak Aramaic, he will tell you they always use the word Rahmano. Rahmano. Let us see. If we can show you. Where yeah, as an example, in different place in the Quran, we will see the word Rahman appear as the word Rahim or Rahima. I know that this is can be difficult for those who don't speak the language, but all of those are a copy of the Aramaic, and Muhammad he have nothing to do with them, and he hijack as usual names and he add them to his Quran. Yeah, look at this. All right. Do we have any Muslim who don't agree with us? Who is a Muslim here don't agree? We can go more deep in details, uh, but we prefer if there is a Muslim would like to, especially if he is knowledgeable and he like to prove us wrong. Do you remember last time we have a Muslim who speak Arabic very well and he have a good knowledge, but he was always trying to duct tape, and even I show him the dictionary and show him etc. And he keep refusing and refusing and refusing, remember? So even the Muslim who have a very good knowledge, a knowledgeable Muslim it mean more lying Muslim, not necessarily. You don't learn knowledge, but I can tell he knew what I'm talking about. So for me, I can tell he have good knowledge. Anita, thank you very much. God bless you. Uh, it doesn't matter really how much knowledgeable the Muslim is. All of them, they will do one thing. It's about how much I can cover up the errors and the mistakes in the Quran. How I can manipulate and change the even the topic. You know, like if you ask a Muslim any question, right away he will say, "Let's talk about Trinity," because for them, if the topic is an embarrassing, which is always going to be, let us try to change the topic, and by that we protect Muhammad. Let us attack Christianity. But what you can attack Christianity with is the Muslims, when they attack Christianity, they will talk about what? Trinity? That cannot be an attack on Christianity. Because if God says he is three in one, that's it. Right? Are we going to design God to be fit with you? They say to you, this is not logical. There's nothing logical with God. Like when God said, let be light, that was logical. But because he's God, we say, oh, he's above logic. Logic is about logic, or like we can say, we can use the word logic, but it have to be consistent with facts. So to be funny and stupid, you know, they say, somebody says to me, he can fly, you know, that's stupid, you know, because nobody can fly really, you know. I mean, a human being, we can't fly. Uh, but then if you say to me that God, he took somebody somewhere, because as long God is involved, then this person, because of God, not because of him. But in the case of Muhammad uh, or the Muhammadan, because they cannot answer about the religion, they right away try to switch to Christianity. But you will notice that a Muslim, he cannot speak about the ethic of Jesus. He cannot attack it, even if he's a low class, you know, because we know that there's no one in the world can be like him. So while we debate with Muslims about if Jesus is God or not, look how good he is, you know, to the point. We are not debating if he's a prophet, if he is a good person. No, no, no. We are debating if he is God or not. At the same time, we are debating with Muslims if Muhammad is a pervert or not, if Muhammad is a thief or not, if Muhammad is a wicked man or not, etc. So the topic of the debate is totally different. The Messiah is so good to the point. Let us say the Christians are wrong about what they believe. But you need to ask yourself why the Christians believe that Jesus is God. What made them say or believe in that? Is it just because Jesus says, I am the Son of God, or, you know, I and my Father is one? Is it because I said, I was with you before the world was? That alone will not be enough. I can say the same. He can say the same. Right? Talk is cheap. You know, I can say anything. I can say I'm God. Doesn't make me God. So there's a reason to believe in the Messiah, and that reason cannot be found anywhere. And number one reason is perfection. You see, every one of us have a defect. And the defect is very simple. We are sinners. That is the biggest defect. It's not about your look. It's not about how tall, how short. This is not the defect, you know. That's not what we are talking about. We are talking about that you are a sinner. And the second you agree that you are a sinner, which means you confess that you are a sinner, you agree that you are vulnerable for bad things. You do bad things, you know. You do bad things to others, and then because all of us were sinners, we do bad things to each other. But in the case of Jesus, what is bad about him? And how he can be one of us or a human, and yet he have zero sin? That is mission impossible. In the top of that, uh, everything about Jesus is miraculous. I mean, his birth is like, why even his birth have to be miraculous, even in Islam? If you ask a Muslim why Jesus is son of virgin, they don't know what to say. That doesn't make any sense in Islam. It makes sense only in Christianity, because he's son of God, he's son of no man. But in Islam, why Jesus have to be a son of no man? Muslims cannot explain to us. It is something they stole from our Bible, they put it in their Quran. It's a theft. But by adding this to their book, they got themselves busted. Because now how we can explain, how anyone can explain the position of Jesus in between all mankind if he's just a human. Because, you know, everyone is born, he have to be born from mother and father. A Muslim, he will be smart like Muhammad. He will say to you, oh, no, no, hold on. What about Adam? You see, because they are low IQ, like their God. Their God, supposedly, he want to answer about Jesus, so he said this. He said the similarity between Isa, they call it, Muhammad called him Isa, between Isa and Adam is Allah. He said to him, be, and he was. But here you see how stupid this statement is. Because neither Adam, neither so-called Isa, Allah said to them, be, and he was. The story in the Quran. Allah took, just to dry Adam, the mud of Adam, it took him 40 years. In fact, there are some stories that when Allah, he tried to create Adam, the mud, he refused, like the dirt refused to give Allah dirt. I mean, it's just funny, you know? Like imagine you are God and you want to take some dirt and the dirt says to you, get lost out of here. I'm not going to give you dirt. You have to pay for me, you know? I am from Home Depot, you know? It's just the stupidest stories, endless stories. You will be surprised. Like there's many things we never mention, but it kind of like it get dumb and dumber, you know, the more you read. But here you notice the Quran is presenting to us something just to downgrade Jesus. You know, this is not because Muhammad he respect Jesus. No, Muhammad trying his best to make you forget about Jesus. He's nobody, same as Adam. There's no other explanation, right? He said to him, be, and he was. But then if you are a person who like to study, you can do a little search how Allah, he created Adam, and you will find that Allah, he used his hand, he mixed mud, he fashioned the mud, and then he breathed into the mud. And then after all of this, Allah was so slow to the point, uh, uh, Adam, he said to him, finish me before the sun set. Actually, let us go to the Quran. It says, وَكَانَ الْإِنسَانُ عَجُولًا. A human being is ever hasty. What does that mean? Well, a human being, he want to just finish himself to be created, all right? So Allah was in the process of creating Adam, and Adam, when Allah, he breathed into him, uh, his soul came down from his head. The story, we can find it in Ibn Kathir or other books. It's very funny and very stupid, to the point Adam, he said to Allah, Allah, finish me before the sunset. Finish me before the sunset. So how does God, uh, you know, he say be and it was, and then Adam complaining that Allah is so slow. And for sure, we do not need to, I mean, to be smart to know that how in the world Adam, he knew that their sunset will be soon, you know. I mean, this is just stupid, you know. I mean, the guy is just in the process of being created, and he's speaking Arabic now, and he is worried about the sunset, and Allah did not finish him, you know, like, you know. And this is the story in front of you. This is Ibn Kathir. It says here, the story of Adam, that when he wanted to get up before his soul reached his feet, when his soul was breathed into him, it entered his body from his head downward. When it reached his brain, he sneezed, Hachu, ha, 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 Hachu. Yeah. And said, Alhamdulillah. Oh, Abdul, he's Abdul from the beginning. He's not even he's not even made yet, you know. Right away he's Abdul. Yeah, he said Alhamdulillah. Uh, which means thanks to Allah. Hello?
Hey, Christian Prince, I'm not Muslim, but I wanted to come here and I donated a lot of money to you on YouTube. I just want to tell you, you're unbelievable. Thank you so much for destroying the Muslims with their lies and the deception. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
All right.
All right. I got excited. I said to myself, I got a customer. we have a we have a bankruptcy here. You know, we don't have a customer. They don't come to me. They go to different channels here. Nobody come here. You know. Yeah. Yeah. What we can do. Um. Anyway. Uh. So here we arrive here. So enter his body, and uh, when it reaches his head or his brain, he sneeze. Alhamdulillah. And Allah said, Allah is talking to the guy who is not created yet. May your Lord have mercy on you. What did I mean? The guy is saying me. Allah saying me to what does that mean? Nothing. I mean, the guy is not. He did not do anything yet. I mean, what mercy? What is that? Oh, Adam. He gave him a name. When it reached his eyes, he opened them. Blink, blink, blink. When it reached his body and limp, he started to stare at them in wonder. He wanted to get up before it reached his feet, but he could not. So he said, "Oh Allah, make it happen before the night comes." I mean, you cannot beat that, can you? Who can beat that? So, but here you notice that this is a proof to you that the Quran is just a stupid book. Because how you say that it is Allah, He said be and He was, and then as you see, Adam is so worried. It took 40 years just to dry the mud of Adam. And during that time, by the way, Shaitan, he entered from the anus of Adam. According to Muhammad's story, that when Allah he made Adam, he fashioned Adam from mud, he put him like outdoor in the sun to dry. And it looked like at that time maybe it was so humid, global warming at that time, humidity, and maybe he very close to the equator, so like it's very humid. So it took him 40 years uh, to dry him. But during that time, the angels they saw Adam and they were scared. What is this? So they come around and they touch him and they fly around. So Shaitan, he wanted to prove to them that this is not a big deal. So what he did, he went from inside his anus and he came out from his mouth. And he told them, don't worry, this is not a big deal. He is hollow from inside. Your God, Allah, is full. Looked like Shaitan, he went inside the anus of Allah. How he knew inside Allah is full? What does that mean? It's just a stupid story. It doesn't make sense, you know. And based on this story, Shaitan, he have a pathway inside the anus of of Adam. All right, Moses, thank you very much. Well, this is what we are trying to do here. Otherwise, there's no need for me to keep coming here and keep repeating and teaching, etc., because we want you to learn. How was it, Claudius, about this cult? Thank you. I got closer to Jesus. Everything I know, I learned from you. Thank you, Moses. Yeah, life is a journey, and life without learning is not exist. You did not live. We did not live if we did not learn. The best, actually, for me, I don't know. I talk about my experience. The best, the best experience I have. It wasn't luxury life. It wasn't, fancy cars. It wasn't fancy clothes. I don't have fancy car. I don't wear fancy clothing. I don't care for those things. But the best ever things I have is learning. Because when you get educated, and the word education here I put it between two brackets because it doesn't matter how much educated you are, still you are ignorant. However, I mean, a human being, they have different level of education. And education is not a school. Have nothing to do with school. Mistakenly, Someone he have an engineering degree, they say he's educated. No. Education is someone, any topic, especially have to do with a human being, not building, not necessarily making bridge. That is different. This is a professional or profession. The education is a person, you speak to him about God, he knew. About social life, he knew. About convince me, debate me, help me, etc. A person who can have his own input and he can reach you when you talk to him. That is an educated person. So the most beautiful thing you can accomplish in your life is to be educated. And you notice that if you, like now, I want to, any of you, if you go and sit with a bunch of people, they know nothing about Islam, but because you listen, you learn, and then right away, your opinion matter because they will notice that you are not a talker. You can prove what you say. You are educated person. And then right away, your place will be preserved between those who they are talking about the topic. So this is why some people, they will be noticeable, and there's some, nobody see them, you know, because simply when they talk, they make a difference. So going back here, this statement is absolutely stupid, proving that the one who made the Quran, he is trying his best to downgrade Jesus, all right? And not only that, just to show you how stupid even Muhammad more. Look at this verse here. A bunch of Christians from Ethiopia, they came to Muhammad to debate him. The first day, he refused even to answer the door, to open the door. He stayed inside the house. They want to talk to him, they want to debate him about what he said about the Messiah, including what he said about Mary is the sister of Aaron, which is absolutely wrong. So the first day, he did not open the door. He was hoping that they will leave, you know. Okay, they will stay outside, you know, anyway, but they're not leaving. They came all the way from Ethiopia. They will not leave. So, uh, so he came out and he told them this. Allah told me, if any one of you, of anyone from those Christians, dispute in this matter about what? About Jesus. Now, after full knowledge has come to thee, what knowledge? Say, come, let us gather together, our sons and your sons, our women and your women, our slaves and your slaves. Then let us incertly pray and invoke the curse of Allah on the one who lie. Here you see Muhammad, like imagine a Muslim, he called me. He want to debate me. He says, okay, let us curse. What you need to do now, you say, may Allah cut my nose if I'm lying. Your turn. May Allah cut my toes if I'm lying. Your turn. So you will keep doing this until the one of you get tired. He cannot continue. All right? And supposedly this is the bad person. And Allah will curse you for sure, you know, like now, you know. Additional to this, there's many stupid mistakes in this story here. I don't know how many of you notice. Those are Christian monks. They are not just the Christians. So what do you mean bring your women, you idiot? What do you mean bring your kids? What do you mean bring our sons? He don't have sons. And they don't have sons. And then bring ourselves and yourself. What? So he could not, and look what he says. And this is the penalty, not the account. You see here it says the account. That's a lie. Al-qasasu is the, let us say, uh, the story, or this is how you prove yourself, like to be truthful story. But we know that this is not to prove that what you say is a true story. You know, I mean, if I go, we know like women, they can talk for many hours. So if I want to go and I do this method with the women, she will win. You know, I will get tired. It is proven scientifically that women, they can talk way more than men, faster, not even way more. even faster. So uh, this is not how you fix a dispute. What about you debate them and you prove them wrong? But because you do not know how to debate and you do not know what to say and you have no knowledge. So let us cut the crap. You know what? Bring your kids, I bring my kids, bring your women, I bring my women, and let us ask Allah to curse the one who is lying. And here you notice something very stupid too. According to Muhammad, Allah will curse you only if you ask Him to curse you, not because you are lying. You notice? So if you don't ask Allah, this is called mubahala, you know. If you don't ask Allah, He will not curse you. But this is against the Quran. Allah, He cursed the kuffar, cursed the Jews, cursed the Christians, cursed everybody. They did not ask Him to curse them. But suddenly it became a volunteer thing. You ask Him to curse you, and Allah then He will curse you. So to make it simple, this Allah uh, is just a joke. Muhammad, to give himself an authority, he always take what he say to someone he call him Allah. Like when he says, any believing woman, she offer herself to the Prophet so the Prophet can if her. What does have to do with Allah? If he is God, how that will serve so-called Allah? Imagine I am a prophet of God, and I say, Allah told me that women, they are welcome to offer their private part to me, and I will boom boom you. You know, charity, charity. What does have to do with God? This is all cult leaders, all scammers. They want from you money, sex, and power. It doesn't matter. You can study all cult leaders in history. You remember when we start talking about Jesus, why he is unique? What Jesus he asked us for? Anyone remember anything? Did Jesus ask for money? Did he sleep with women? Did he have slaves? Did he have servants? Did he live in palace? Right? Those people who they are, imagine if I can raise people from death, how much money I can make, how much authority, how much power I can generate. Death, death. Imagine if somebody touched my dress, will be healed. I mean, there's no doctor in the world can do that. And if there is a doctor, he is successful in surgery, I mean, this guy will become a billionaire. But Jesus, you know, I don't want to insult my Lord comparing to this. Look at this filthy man. I mean, there's no woman left in the town. He cannot sleep with her. You see, all this verse here is about what? About boom, boom, who you can boom, boom. And then it's not enough for him. All the women he have and the slaves, the wives, the daughters of his nieces, the uncles, etc. The captive. No, no, no. Any believing women. And look at the translation, you know, by the way. It says, and any migrant women, believing women, who dictate her soul. The Quran says soul. Nafsaha, you know, nafs. The word nafs mean, yes, it can be soul. But nafsaha mean herself. What soul? I mean, it's just a duct tape, stupid. Nafsaha mean herself, not soul, for a female. So any believing woman, she offer herself to the Prophet to if her, not to marry her, The Arabic word yankah mean to if, not to marry. Here in the translation, it says to marry her. All right, and then it says to wish to with her. You see, with her. But we know that's not true because the word. If you go to any, go to a chat room and tell them, "Hey guys, I want to do nikah," they will kick you out. I remember once a guy, he's a potato, a European guy, he converted to Islam. So he came to me, he says, nikah, you are lying, doesn't mean that. I said, okay, go to the chat room. At that time, we were using Paltalk. Uh, so I told him, go to the chat room and tell them, uh, I want to do nikah. Any lady want to talk to me? And let us see what they will do. All right? They kicked him out. They call him names, the F word, your mother, your sister. They're filthy. He came back to me and says, you're right. uh, it's a very filthy word. It's not only mean to F, it is very trashy, bad language. Actually, Muhammad, he says, uh, when your wives they have their menstruation, do with them everything except nikah. So is word nikah mean marriage? They are already your wives. You don't. You will marry them again. You know. You see it? The Jews used not to eat with their women during their menstruation period. So the prophets say, do everything with them apart of nikah. Here translated as sexual intercourse, which is true, but not like sexual intercourse is a nice word. All right? What the word in Arabic? An nikah. You see it? Do everything with them except nikah. So nikah never was, never will be marriage. That's why you don't find a Christian would use it. I remember this guy, his name is Fifi. He did read a translation for the Bible. This guy, he came to the Middle East, he learned Arabic, he learned from the Muslims that the word marriage mean nikah. So he put in his translation the word nikah, but this is a stupid translation. So do everything except an nikah. Everything with those women, you sleep with them, you have orgasm, masturbate with them, anything, but don't do boom boom. All right? Like we know that Muhammad, uh, he used to do that with Aisha. So he used to command her to put a sheet between her legs uh, when she have her menstruation. See all of this, and imagine you have a wife. She go in Facebook or in Twitter, and she start describing for you how her husband he put his private part between her legs, and he command her when she is bleeding to put a white fabric or a fabric between her legs, and he do that over the fabric. That is Aisha. Uh, do we have any Muslim? You would like to refute us? Maybe we are lying. Anyone? If you like, we are live on air. You know? Anyone? If you are a Muslim, you can join us in Discord. We will be happy to have you. And you can, you are welcome to prove us wrong. So, going back to Allah, the topic about Allah, the name Ar-Rahman is a theft have nothing to do with Islam. Muhammad, he took it, he put it as he wish. He added later. And we know with evidence, you know. I mean, even Islamic interpretation, they say that Muhammad never have a God. His name is Ar-Rahman. If you go and read the interpretation for this verse, you will find right away that Ar-Rahman is a name never been used by Muhammad. Muhammad, he received a letter from a person, his name Ar-Rahman, and suddenly his God name changed, became Ar-Rahman. And then as fast as the speed of light, Muhammad, he decide from now on to call his God Ar-Rahman. But why this name never appeared before? You know? And then the verse itself is proving to us that Muhammad is fabricating names, because it says all beautiful names belong to Allah. What do you mean all beautiful names? All. So why we need to call him Allah? We can call him whatever we wish. Can we call him Buddha? Hmm? Can we? Can we call him a Krishna? What we can call him? And this is the chapter number 50 in the Quran. Here it says this is chapter number 17. But remember, the Muslim, they changed the Quran. The Muslim, they keep saying to us that we never changed the Quran, right? How many times you heard the Muslim saying that we never changed the Quran? But as you see, according to Muslims, this is a chapter number 50, which means Muhammad, he received it as number 50. You can go search in Google, Quran according to Revelation. Quran according to Revelation. And then right away you will find see, Quran according to Revelation. So chapter number 1 in the Quran today is number 96. See how funny? Chapter number 2 is verse number 68. Chapter number 3, verse number 73, etc. And then you go all the way to 17. You see here 17, this is different number, Al-Ma'un. But we go to chapter 17 Al-Isra, which is 50. We go down, here we go. This is Isra. It's number 50. In the Quran today, it is a chapter number 17. How that can be? The answer is very simple. You know, the Muslims, even the fabricated book of Muhammad is fabricated again. Refurbished. You know what refurbish is? I love you so much. Of fool. Sorry, fool. I hard to read your name. I love you so much. I told Muslims, girl, watch you. She did. Halil and your debate with the other Muslim. Well, we do not debate with this guy. He ran away. I mean, this guy is a coward. You know, when he spoke about why Jesus cannot be God in his video, when he came to me, he said, let's debate about this. Here we go. We can involve the Bible and involve the Quran. Isn't this topic you like? He refused. Because he watched my videos already about how I made him shish kebab about what he said. All the excuses the Muslims they bring to us about why God, what God can be, is funny and stupid. The Muslim is a person. He decided to design his God, or our God, let's say, not his God, because his God he don't even question how he said. He don't question why Allah have hands, why he have 5 fingers, why he have a foot, why he will show his shin, why even he's a physical being, and why he is not a spirit. They don't question that. But all the question, they come to you. So they are hypocrite. They are only going to question your God. Why your God, how your God can be three and one? How that is possible? Well, my friend, my Bible says that nothing is impossible with God. It is impossible to your God to have a son. It's not impossible for my God to have a son. The same as it is impossible for Muhammad to heal himself. Like Muhammad all the time was sick. All the time. Why Muhammad, his God, don't heal him? You know? This guy, he cannot even go to the bathroom. He can't stand up. So why Mr. Fainted keep fainting? What happened to this God? If Jesus is present in Mecca and Muhammad need healing, if my Lord he approve it, Muhammad will be healed for good. But why his God could not heal him? Muhammad was suffering badly. He had many diseases, including delusion. You know, remember like where it says that supposedly he was under black magic? That alone, by the way, let us say if somebody believe in magic, which is not true, like the Bible mentioned magic, but the Bible doesn't teach that we believe in magic. But let us say you are a person who believe in magic, but that means you need a healing, right? And according to Muhammad, Allah he sent 2 angels to help Muhammad in his process. It took Allah 12 months to heal Muhammad. 12 months, all right? Uh, let us see. Ah, we are typing in the wrong location. So here you see the story that Muhammad, he is under so-called black magic. And Muhammad now, he don't even recognize anything, which means he is delusional. He imagines things happening, but in fact they never happen. All right? As you see here, it says, he felt that he had been doing something, whereas in fact he had not. This is what delusion is, right? He did not do that, including sex, including everything in his life. So uh, the angels, they came to Muhammad to heal him, and you see the funny process, and then Allah took him 12 months to take the knots. So there's a Jewish guy, he put knots on Muhammad. But here we notice that Muhammad life stories is full of infection, including infection to his brain. Because when you faint, it's a brain infection too, right? When you are delusional, that is a problem. Maybe you have a tumor, maybe you have epilepsy, you have something wrong, you have a mental disease. Uh, if a person hear voices in the army, I remember when I finished my service with the army, there was a person doing his papers with me there. You know, I met him waiting outside. So I told him, "Oh, you finished?" He said, "Well, no, they kicked me out." I said, "Why?" He said, because I hear voices. He have issues. He's a nice guy, you know, but he hear voices, you know. Doesn't make you a, you know, when we talk about somebody is sick, doesn't make you a bad person. I mean, I'm lucky. I don't have that. He is not. He have it. All right. We are not putting a person because he's sick down, but we are proving a point that this guy, he claimed to be a prophet of God, and he have all these diseases you can imagine, and his God is in this ability because this is affecting how he can perform to be a prophet. If this guy cannot recognize which one is true and which one is false, how he can tell us that he received messages from Gabriel if he is hearing false, seeing false images, right? It's very important to be able to function the job as a prophet. We have Ibrahim Gashi. He is saying, is Jesus is God? Why you don't join us, Ibrahim? You can call me in Discord if you like. Do you like to call us, Ibrahim? Come to Discord and let us see what you have for us. All right. So even their books saying that Muhammad is not qualified to be a prophet. What does Mary gave birth to God mean? Well, why you don't call me and let us see what does that mean? What does mean in Islam that Mary, she have no husband but she gave birth? What does that mean? Do you know? What is the meaning of this? Why your mother, she did not give birth to you without your father? Do you know? Join us, Ibrahim. I mean, even the name Ibrahim, by the way, is a theft. They don't know what it means. If you ask this guy what Ibrahim means, he do not know. Everything they have is a theft. Everything, right? As long as you are talking about meaning, do you know what your name means? The only way to know what that means, you have to go to the Bible. All your religion have no base because how you understand what your religion is teaching you if you have to go to the Bible? What Israel mean? You do not know. What Mikael mean? You do not know. Gabriel mean? You know. What Allah mean? You do not know. You know nothing because you don't have religion. Islam is a theft. And when a Muslim says, how Mary she gave birth to God? First of all, you know, this is the incarnation. We as a Christian, this is telling you that the Muslim don't know what we believe. We don't believe that God, he is born of Mary. We believe that God, the Messiah, is exist. The Son of God is exist long before Mary. In fact, before time. So what Jesus said, before Abraham I am. So the birth of Jesus is not the second Jesus came to existence. This is the second the flesh was born. That's not the Messiah because he is exist before time. I have nothing to do with time. And he is not created. But in the same time, as long as you are talking about this topic, isn't it the hadith says that your God Allah, he gave birth to himself by making the sweat of the horses sweat, and then he created himself from the sweat of the horses? Are you there, Abdullah? You know, the sweat is a pee. Sweat is just a form of piss. That's why it have a bad smell, and you know, like this is how your God he created himself. All right. Now I know you will tell me this is we don't believe in this. This is you know, some Muslims, stupid Muslims, they say that. No problem, you can say whatever you want, but this is what your religion come with. All right. This is what your religion come with. I never heard there's a God. He created himself from the sweat of horses. The funny is, so who created the horses? It's very funny, you know. Low IQ.
When God wanted to create himself, he created the horse and made it run until it sweated. Then he created himself from that sweat.
I mean, if he does not exist, how he created the horse? Guys, do you understand? Allah, in order to create himself, he created the horse. And then he made the horse run and the horse sweat. And then he created himself from the sweat of the horse. Okay, but hold on. If Allah does not exist, how he can create the horse? Because it says he created himself, which means before that point, he does not exist. It's just a stupid religion. And then when the Muslim they see this, they say, no, 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 this is a lie. This guy is a filthy sheikh. You don't agree with him. You know, those are kuffar. This is your religion, right? This is your religion. And you know, if you think Muhammad is smarter than you, I mean, you are mistaken. I can show you that Muhammad have no idea what he's talking about. Why don't call me my friend? What do you think? La ilaha illa ilaha illa ilaha laha. All right, that's a good one. Do you remember this guy who converted to Islam? He's a football player, and they asked him to say Shahada. He said, La laha 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 laha. Pum 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 pum. La laha. Okay, we have Christian Jean. Can you explain why Muslims think Islam is Abrahamic? Well, because Muhammad, he told them so. You know, Muhammad, he, in order to get, let us say, legitimacy in front of the Jews and the Christians, he learned from the Jews about Abraham. So he claimed to be Abrahamic. All right. But but you see, Muhammad, he don't claim such a thing in the front of the Arab. This is only language he used when he speak to the Jews and the Christians. It's like those politicians, you know, like Obama. He go to Jerusalem, he wear the hat in the front of the Jews. He's a Jew, all right. And he told them, Obama. Many Jews will really use this name, you know. My name is Obama. When he speak about with the Muslims, he go and he go to the mosque. Like Mamdani, he go to the gay club. He's a gay. He go to the Jews. You know, he's a Jew. He wear the Jewish hat. He go to a Christian church. He called the bishop Your Excellency. So they have many faces. In order to promote yourself, you have to adopt the situation you are in. And if you want them to believe in you, then you have to tell them, well, you know what? You believe in Abraham? I believe in Abraham. As simple as that. All right? If you believe in Abraham, I believe in Abraham. You believe in Jesus? I believe in Jesus. You believe in the, like, how Muhammad, he says that the Sabi and they will go to heaven. Actually, this verse here present for you the politician scam Muhammad. In this verse, everybody going to heaven. Everybody. Those who they are Muslims, and those who they are Jews, and those who they are Christians, and those who they are Sabians. Like how the Sabian will go to heaven? The Sabian, they believe that the God of the Jews, Adonai, is the devil. They don't call it the devil, they call him their enemy. He's the most evil. Why? Because the God of Moses is the one who destroyed the Pharaoh. The Sabian, they believe that the Pharaoh was a Sabian. The Sabian, they believe that the Pharaoh was a Sabian. So when the God of the Jews destroyed him and destroyed his army, that made the Sabian very upset. All right? Yeah. Brian, Jesus, peace be upon him, spoke Aramaic. He called God Ilah or Ilaha. Okay, my friend, as long you are saying Jesus, he spoke Aramaic, I will hold you accountable for what you say. Guys, did our friend Brian, he said that Jesus called God Ilah? Why your God, his name is Allah? Is the word Ilah is Il, and the H because this God have a spirit. If you're in the Old Testament, if you go, you will find that God, he changed the name of Abraham to Abraham, and the name of Sarai, his wife, to Sarah. Why? Because this is the spirit of God. Your God is not a spirit. This is number one. Number two, your God name is Allah, is not Ilah. Are you with me? Do you like to call me? So when a Muslim he say, La ilaha illallah, this is, illallah. You are saying there's no God. Already you refuse ilah. Already you refuse ilah. You say there's only Allah. You see, your statement is against yourself. This is what you mentioned to me. There's no ilah, but there is Allah. Allah is not ilah. You can say that there's other verses using the word ilah, but let us go with you. If you go to verse number 1 in the Quran, it says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. This is Allah. The second word it says, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Li in Arabic means two. So what is the name of your God? La. That's your God name. You cannot take letters out of the name. You can't take letters off if they are additional. And this is the name of your God. If we ask Muslims, is Allah a word mean God or it's a name? They say it's a name. It means God, yes, for sure, but because this is the name of God. So this is the name of your God. It's not. It's not the word. It's not ilah. The Aramaic is very clear. Il is a word mean God. The H is just a spiritual God. Ilah. It's not even part of the word, by the way. This is why in the Bible you see is Emmanuel, Mikael, Israel. Those are names actually exist in the Quran. Israel, Il. And actually those names prove that Allah is a lie. Because how come his names have nothing to do with the angels? What Gabriel have to do with Allah? If you go right now and check what Gabriel mean, you will find that this is cannot be because this is a person, this angel don't belong to Allah. The word Zechariah in the Quran. Huh? What Zechariah mean? Do you know, Brian? That name alone is enough to prove Muhammad to be false prophet. Is your God Allah is Elohim? Is he Yahweh? Is he? How this name became a Muslim? Because this is about Yahweh. Yahweh, remember. Do you have a name for your God as Yahweh? So how Zechariah appear in your Quran? It's a theft. So when Muhammad he copied those names, he exposes himself. I challenge any Muslim to tell me how Yahweh, how Zechariah have to do with Allah. If Allah have 99 names, none of them is Yahweh, right? You can go right now to any Islamic website and check. Are you going to find Yahweh in the 99? No. 99 names, right? Sure, Jesus, he called himself with such a name. If you go to John, you see, my friend, you are ignorant. Each time Jesus says, I am, he is saying, I am, which means I am God. If you go to John, eight, all right, each time the Messiah, you see, usually in the translation, they translate as I am. But I am is not just I am, this is the English translation. Each time the Messiah says I am, he is saying the same as when God he spoke to Moses. And Yeshua spoke again to them and said, I am the living God, the light of the world. Who is the light of the world? God. And the funny, the Muslim, they say to you, brother and sister, the Christian, they say that he is God. I telling them to tell me one verse. One verse in the Quran and the Bible, it says that Jesus said, I'm God, worship me. Abdul is talking. He claimed not a single verse in the Bible says Jesus says, I'm God. And the Muslim, they copy each other and they repeat blindly. So what is this? When Jesus says, I am the life, I am the light. In fact, those names Muhammad he took and he put them to his God. Zakir Naik, he made a video about Allah, his name is Nur. What Nur mean? Light. Allah is Nur. He's copying Jesus. I am the light of the world, not just Israel, not the whole world. Whoever follow me shall not walk in darkness, but shall find the light of life. He is not only just light, the light of life. You see it? Do we have any Muhammadan would like to join us? Christian Prince, Muslim, say to me, often Allah is the contraction of Al-Ilah, meaning God. They claim that this is not only a name, but also a word. Well, if they say that, then they should stop using the word Allah. Because if it is from Al-Ilah, why you don't use Ilah? Where you came with Allah? My friend, let me show it to you in 2 seconds that they are just fooling themselves. This is their website. And this is the chapter Yasin. Chapter what? Yasin. In chapter Yasin, Ya is a word mean God. Sin is the name of their God. If you ask any Muslim, they will say to you, oh, nobody knows what this is mean really, save Allah. Huh? What do you mean save Allah? And here we go, like in the same chapter, if we go to verse number 1, look at this. Even they admit that this is a Syriac language. But they are so confused, they say that Yasin mean a human. No. You can go right now and search for God's sin. And the word God, yeah, is a word mean God. God's sin is a very well-known God. In fact, you in your English today, when you say sin, you are saying this is moon God. Like this is pagan. Like don't do sin, which means don't do pagan stuff. Yeah, sin. They don't know what it means. For the God of Islam is God's sin. See, Muhammad, he's trying to unite. This is why the Muslim believe in Tawheed. Tawheed means unification of gods, not one God. Tawheed does not mean one God. Mean unifying. It's an action actually in a process, ing. It's not even finished. It's not done. All right. Welcome, Raja. Do we have any Muslim would like to join us? It's very embarrassing actually when the Muslim they say that the name of Allah is coming from the word ilah. That means your God don't have a name. So why you say it's a name? If it's coming from the word ilah, ilah mean God. It is il. That's it. So why you claim that Allah is a name? If it's just the word divert, the word al, if we go back to the Quran, Allah, it is A-L, God la, God la. One of the names of the God of Islam is the believer. Hmm? He believe in what? Very weird. Muhammad was adding things describing his God, and the more he add, the more it is getting messy. The God he believe in who? Do you know that Allah himself, he takes shahada? Look at this. Shahid Allah, Allah himself taking shahada. And what he is saying? Shahid Allah أنه لا إله إلا هو. Allah witness that there is no ilah except he who, the Muslim they will say this, he go back to him, but that will be stupid. He should say except me. But here you notice, if ilah is what Allah is, then you should say shahida ilah and la ilaha illahu. It doesn't work. That would be stupid. Like God witnessed that there's no God but he. Right? You are denying yourself, accepting yourself again, because the same word. So what they do, because there's differentiation between the word Allah and the word ilah. Allah is a two word, God la, and ilah is a word, Aramic word, mean il. And here the H at the end does not belong to Allah, because Allah is not a spirit. So you cannot add the H, the letter Ha. Do we have any Muhammadan? Muslims, they have tons of articles trying to explain their God, and all of them, they are funny that Allah is a word diverted from the word ilah. That means you are diverted from other pagan religions too. It's any God. So how you know who's your God? If Allah is not a name, so who's your God? If we go with the Muslims trying to explain themselves, so who is Allah? Is just the word God. So can we call Buddha Allah? Can we call it Krishna Allah? Can we call Allah Krishna? CP don't want to debate with Quran. I cannot debate her, but I can do mut'a with her. Why you don't bring your Quran? You Muslim men, you are asking a girl to debate me, you coward. I mean, don't you have a shame? We can do mut'a. She's half a brain according to your religion. If she can debate me, that means Muhammad is a liar. If she can do that, really, that means Muhammad and the Quran is a liar. Because according to the Quran, according to the Hadith, Muslim women are stupid. And they are half a brain. And they are not equal to men. Bring her, this girl. She is looking for attention. Bring your masters, bring your sheikh. You bring me Koran, you idiot. What you will do after the debate? We will go to the hotel. I don't know the name of the hotel. Maybe Hijab, he take Muslim girls too. Get me the name of the hotel. Allah is a king of kings. Okay, how Allah is a king of kings, but he's afraid and he's terrified and he's scared. Why you don't join me, Abdullah? Guys, Allah is a king. See, anything Jesus, anything the Bible say about Jesus, the Muslim, they... In fact, look what you just said. According to your God, the most person Allah he hate is the one who is called the King of Kings. And that is telling us Allah is an Antichrist. Who is the one who is the King of Kings? That is the Messiah. You Muslims are a bunch of thieves. You try to steal every description of Jesus. Look at this. The messenger saying that God Most High says, I am God, whom is there is no God, the King of Kings. In different hadith, he says, Allah, the most he hate is the one who called himself the King of Kings. Madness. So Jesus says, I am the light. Muhammad, he gave him his God the name light. The resurrector, the resurrection. The healer, the giver, the creator. All of this is a theft coming from the names of Jesus. Who is a Muslim? He have the courage. Beside those who they are telling me about a girl, little girl, she is seeking some husbands. Anyone? Any Muhammadan? Who is a Muslim would like to join us? Not even one of you is. You see, the qualified Muslim to debate me is the one who will leave Islam. That's why they will not debate me. Because they are afraid they will end leaving Islam. They cannot refute what I'm showing them. Your God is a physical being. He have hands, he have feet, he is not a spirit. Your God is an idol. Prove me wrong. Do your God have a spirit? Abdul? No. The story is over. Allah is not a spirit. And if Allah is not a spirit, that means he is not the God of Abraham. Correct? You can go right now. Actually, many Muslims, by the way, do not know that Allah is not a spirit. The Muslim, they went to Scar's website trying to refute me, and one of them, he was debating me, and he went to this website and he got this answer. He is debating a Christian and he is asking if Allah have a spirit. The answer, no. All right, the answer is no. He is not a spirit. So right away, the God of Islam is not qualified to be even the God of Abraham, and he is nothing but a dead concrete. Because what spirit is? Spirit is life and the source of life. If Allah is not a spirit and he have no spirit, then he cannot be the source of life. In fact, according uh, to the Quran and to the Hadith, Allah could not even create Adam by himself. Same as the creation of Jesus according to the Quran. According to the Muslims, Allah and Jibreel is the one who created Adam, and they created the Messiah, and then, you know, like Eve and everybody, like all of us. It's not Allah alone. Who wanna prove me wrong? Who dare to prove me wrong? If your God cannot be the creator of Adam, how he can be the God of anybody? Because Allah, according to Islam, he just made mud. He fashioned the mud. And then the spirit, according to Muslims, is the spirit of Gabriel, not Allah. Not Allah. You know, I say to you, Muslims, you can go right now and search. Don't listen to me and say this guy, maybe this guy is lying to you. Anything you hear from me, go check it out, please. Go check it out. You will find out that the one who breathed into Mary's private part, according to you Muslims, is Jibreel. It's not Allah. The same for Adam. So Allah did not create anything. He is not a spirit. He have no spirit, and the spirit is coming from Jibreel. Show me where Jesus says Yahweh is the Father. My friend, I'm not going to show you Jesus says this and that. Come here and debate me. Show me, guys. Show me all the garbage we gave him about his God. He is worrying about now. Show me where Jesus said Yahweh. This is the Abdul. The Abdul is like a mice. I'm not insulting you. You are trying to escape the embarrassment. So you try to jump the topic. Show me where Jesus says Yeshua, Yahweh. Like you don't have even Yahweh in your book. Yes, all the Bible. You can go right now to ChatGPT. Where the Bible says Yahweh, you will find it all over. Your God, he forgot the most important name for him. Where we can find Yahweh in the Quran? And if Yahweh is not part of the name of Allah, then how Zechariah, his name is Zechariah? How John, his name is John? Do you know what John means? Yohanna? I mean, your prophet is screwed. We have Olivia in Discord. I don't know what she's saying. Not sure. Do we have any Muhammadan? As you see, the spirit or a soul is not one of the attributes of Allah. So how you can prove to me that your God is alive if you have no spirit and he is not a spirit? Yahweh is a pagan God. Wonderful, guys. Ibrahim, he decided to be smart and he said Yahweh is a pagan God. Okay, hold on. What is his name? So why your Quran calling Zechariah Zechariah? Calling John John? Because that is Yahweh, you idiot. Guys, Yahweh is a pagan desert god. Yet Allah, he called him Zechariah and he called him John. Stupid Abdul. I never saw Abdul is not stupid. Sorry. I'm not insulting. Any Muhammadan would like to join us? Because if the word Yahweh is a false god, and then your God, all his names is going by the God of the Bible. Mikael, Gabriel, Israel. And not to forget even the other names, like the names is, it's amazing. In fact, your God, Allah, look at this hadith here. This is how your God look like. This is how your God look like. And as you see, this is all authentic. How will it look like? The Prophet said, I have told you so much about the Dajjal. Who is the Dajjal? The Dajjal is the false Messiah. A person, he will claim to be the Messiah. Dajjal in Arabic means liar. Muhammad is speaking about the Messiah, the Dajjal, which means the liar, the Messiah, the liar, not the true Messiah. So I have told you so much about the Dajjal, the Antichrist, that I am afraid you are not you may not understand. The Antichrist is short-hinted, woolly-haired, one-eyed, and eye-sightless, and neither protruding nor deep-seated. If you are confused about him, know that your Lord is not one-eyed. Guys, what we understand from this? We understand that the Messiah is God, because the Dajjal is who? Is a guy who is claiming to be the Messiah, the true Messiah. Muhammad warning them, saying to them, you should know that this guy, the false Messiah, he looked like this. However, your God, but who is the God here? The Messiah, because this guy is not claiming to be Allah, he is claiming to be the Messiah. Uh, you don't love Jesus like Muslim? Do at least respect Jesus. Are you sure, Yusuf? Yeah, sure. The Muslim, they respect Jesus to the point Muhammad, he says he is going to boom boom marry the mother of Jesus. If I say to you now, I want to boom boom your mother, is that respect? Is that how we respect Jesus? The Muslim, they respect Jesus. They say Jesus is nobody. He's the same as Adam. Allah said to him, be, and he was. But Allah, he write the name of Muhammad in his chair, graffiti all over. The name of Muhammad in the back of his chair, the bottom of the chair, the side of his chair of Allah. Not the name of Jesus. You love Jesus, right? You love Jesus, but you want to kill every Christian. You love Jesus. Remember that. Yeah. Who is a Muhammad and would like to join us? Do we have any Muslim would like to join us? Look at your God. This is your God. Your God is short, is fat, is woolly hair. The only difference between him and the false Messiah is an eye. Because if Allah is not a man, why Muhammad worry that they will not recognize Allah if they will think he is Allah? Why they will think he is Allah? If he's not a man anyway. The guy is claiming to be the Messiah. He's not claiming to be anything else. So Muhammad made it clear that he believed that the Messiah is God. It's in front of you. You always talk about Muhammad, what you would to do if you were in front of him. I don't want to tell you, my friend, but I will tell you a story about a woman she did to your prophet. Do you want to hear it? A woman, she spanked your prophet in his face, and she said to him, can a queen offer herself to the savage, the trashy, the junkie? Do you remember the story? Do you want to see it and read it? She spanked your prophet. Or maybe I will do to him the same as Ahlul Taif, who broke his teeth and they made him bleed from his butt and his feet. Do you want to show a reference? And then Muhammad, because of shame, he told them not to go, not to tell anyone in Mecca. He told Aisha, don't tell them. He stayed outside of Mecca for almost more than a month and a half until his face became like a balloon. Maybe I will do that to him. Or maybe I will do the same as a Jewish woman. I will go to Walmart and buy him some poison, and then he eat it, and then he asked the Jewish woman, why you did that? She said, well, if you are a prophet of Allah, well, Allah will save you. If you are a false prophet seeking money and sex, he will die. And Muhammad says to her, Allah will not allow it. And he died. Allah will not allow it? Are you sure, Abdul? So there's many things we can do. You choose one, I will let that for you. But look at this one, how beautiful it is. This Jewish woman, she went to Walmart, she got some rat poison, cheap one. It's not even expensive. Look, few drops, and look, Muhammad for 4 years. Whatever he eat, he is vomiting. Non-stop. Yeah, the Mossad killed your prophet. I mean, what you can do with the Jews? You cannot save your ass from them. You go in the tunnel, you go under the ground, you go, etc. The Jews is coming to you. Hello? Hello? Habibi, Christian Prince. Habibi, listen, Habibi. First of all, this is not right to say about us, the Jews, that we go after Prophet Muhammad. We respect Prophet Muhammad, and we are going to sign peace agreement with the Abrahamic as code. Hey, come on, we know. I mean, stop this shit. You know that they don't like you and you don't like them, and this garbage, it doesn't work with us. Listen, Habibi. First of all, we are believing that we and Muslims, we can have peace and we can have business. And by the way, how much money you have in your bank account? You are an Arab, right? Yeah. Okay, Habibi, listen. We can sign Abrahamic accord and send me the money to your bank account in the Jewish bank, and we can do business together. Okay, Netanyahu, thank you. What's wrong with you, Abdul? You are desperate to have a business with the Jews. Yet your God, Allah, he says the enemy of Allah. This is who you are, Muslims, the most hypocrite ever nation. Who is Abdul want to join us? Come on. Netanyahu, he would talk to you. I have connection. Okay. Lou, one of the definition of the word Allah in Hebrew is a curse from oath. Is the coincidence, do you think? Not necessarily is connected. Like I know that the word Allah, I think it means right. If you write it like as a writing in Hebrew. But the word Allah is two words. It's not one word. And the name is La, is not Allah. Al mean God. You see in the old Hebrew, all those names, they used to be end with Al or start with Al. Like Israel used to be Israel. Mikael used to be Mikael. All right? Because Il is the new version of Al as a language. Uh, through time, language, transform, right? So it is Al in the origin or the old Aramaic ancient language. Al La, God La. Makes sense, correct? God La. Actually, the religion of Islam, all of it is based on what? On the moon. You see, and when you read the Quran, because you don't know the language and you do not know the roots of the words. As an example, when the Muslim they say Ramadan, Ramadan is not a name of a month. It is a moon. The word Shahr is not a word mean month. Today in the language is used as a word month because they are not using the moon calendar no more. Most of Muslim countries. The word Shahr is a word mean moon. You can go right away to the Hebrew dictionary or Aramaic dictionary and you will see that Shahr specifically is the crescent moon. So the crescent moon of Ramadan. Ramadan is the name of the according to the Quran, Allah have 12 moons. Allah have 12 moons. That's why you see in different verses it says they are asking you about Al-Ahillah. And Allah himself name is coming from Hilal. So they are asking you about Al-Ahillah. They are asking about what? The crescent moons. The moons. How many moons there is in Islam? There's 12. All right? You see, it says the moons, not moon. Do we have any Muhammadan would like to join us? So if we go back to the previous verse, we were talking about Ramadan, you will see it says, whoever of you I cited, not when they say witness, witness what? You ask a Muslim, they will say to you, we have to cite the moon, right? So whoever of you I cite Ramadan, cite what? Ramadan. How you can cite Ramadan? Can you cite a month? You know what I mean? You cannot cite, like here the translation is coming stupid. Let us change the translation. This is Yusuf Ali. Let us see a different one. So read carefully here. It says, take the word month and correct it with the word moon. The moon of Ramadan, which was revealed the Quran, guidance for mankind, a clear proof of guidance, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then, so whoever of you cite, The crescent on the first night, sight what? Sight Ramadan. Do you see it? You don't sight Ahmad, do you? Nobody sight Ahmad. So they are waiting to sight Ramadan, which is the moon of Ramadan. So there's 12 moon, which present 12 months, but they are 12 real moons. So they don't believe that this moon is the same moon coming back. And this is something the Muslim they learn from the Sabian. You see, Ramadan, if you go right now, don't listen to me. Christian Prince is lying to you, Muslims. Go right now and ask, do the Sabian pray 5 times a day? Do the Sabian fast Ramadan? Do the Sabian fast 30 days? Exactly the same. You have the same religion. You are copying the Sabian. This is why Muhammad himself was called Sabi. All right? Now they are saying that Allah is the same God in the Bible. They can say whatever they want. Who care? Who care what the Abdul they say? But you know, the very simple answer, let me teach you how to refute any Abdul in 2 seconds. Ask him, is your God is a spirit? The answer is no. Our God is a spirit. All right? If you open the first page in the Bible, it says what? God and his spirit. Is that correct? So if their God is not a spirit and our God is a spirit, so even the nature of God is not the same. See how easy? You do not need to debate with them. Your sheikh, he says he debated me before. Ask him to give the video so we can see how many teeth he lost. Why you don't ask him to give you the video to see what happened? Hmm? The God of Muslims, he is not a spirit, but he is a physical being. And you have no spirit and you are a physical being. That means you are an idol. Right? What is the difference between someone is alive and someone is dead? Any Muslim can tell me? What is the difference between someone is alive or living being and not a living being? Spirit. You don't have, when you die, your spirit go away. So you became a flesh, you know, dirt. Few days after you are dust. That's your God. He never have a spirit and he is not a spirit. So how he can be God? How he even can be alive? That is a fictional pagan god. The Arab they took it from the Babylon land, etc. This is why actually you see in the Quran the root of the God of Islam. If you remember, we have a story of a very nice Armenian angels, Harut and Marut, because those are Armenian names, by the way. So according to your God, and that will take us to what? To the connection of your God. Where is your God is coming from? Your God is from the Babylon Tower. The ancient God of those people who is Allah. Godlah. He sent 2 angels in the Babylon Tower to open a school to teach Harry Potter magic. So Allah, he sent 2 angels. He came down in the Babylon Tower, Harut and Marut. But neither of those 2 angels taught anyone such a thing, which what? The magic. till they had said, we are only a trial. It's like disclaimer. Listen, brother, we are angel from Allah. We are opening a school to teach you Harry Potter. All right? However, brother, be careful. Disclaimer. This is the trial. So don't don't become a disbeliever, brother, learning magic from us. Have you ever heard of a God like this? And if you actually, I challenge any Muslim to have little IQ to defend this verse. Right? I challenge you. Guys, why Allah sent two angels to teach black magic? Anyone knows why? It's in front of you, actually. Do you know why? Just to show you how stupid and silly the one who made the Quran. Why Allah He opened a school to teach black magic? So you can do magic, brother. Zakir Naik and his wife, brother, and they divorce each other. It's in front of you. Have you ever heard of a stupid religion like this? That God He sent angels to teach magic so they can cause separation between the wife and the husband? This is from God. Hello? Hello? Get some breath. First of all, I am going to prove you that you're stupid. Okay, so yeah, go ahead. Prove me that I am stupid. First of all, every day there is many women, the men are divorcing. That's true. There's every day. Exactly. And that you need to ask yourself, why they are divorcing each other? Because they are, fight because of money, because of they don't like each other. Many reasons. Get a breath. You are so stupid. I will tell you a true story about a true person. True story about true person. Don't tell me Allah. Get a breath. First of all, you are stupid. Allah is not a true person and He is not a story. Oh, okay. So tell me a true story about person. In Muslims, Allah He sent an angel to open a school. Two, not one, two. Who want to join the first class? Hey guys, let us join the school so we can make Trump divorce his wife. What do you think? What do you think, guys? We go, we learn together, and each one of you will go after a president or a king, and we cause their life to be horrible. Trump, King of Saudi Arabia, all of them, we do magic, brother. Shush, kashkush, mashmush, hashhush. Boom. And right away, the guy and his wife, they are fighting. So Abdul, this is why wife and husband, they fight, because there is angels. They came from heaven to teach you how to make black magic. I have to say this is a true story. I mean, who in the world cannot accept such an intelligent, high IQ God? This is your Quran. What in the earth Zakir Naik did to you? Nothing. Zakir Naik is my close friend. Actually, he liked me. Get a breath. First of all, you are a big fat liar. I never like you, and I will never like you. Zakir Naik, who care? I'm just joking. You like me, you don't like me. One more word, I will go to the school of Harry Potter. I will learn how to do magic, and I will make your wife divorce you. Get a breath. You are so stupid, and you are outdated. Okay. Because my wife already is divorced. Okay, what about the new one? Exactly. I'm not going to marry. Get you busted. You will not marry ever again? Abdul, this is your religion? This is the God Almighty sending two angels to teach Harry Potter? Shoo, 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 shoo. I mean, if you say to teach magic to fight Trump, I would say, okay, you know what? To make the guy and his wife divorce, what a noble mission Allah He decided to do. What a God. Who can beat that? Oh boy. Any Muhammadan? We don't have Muhammadan, zero. Like, I mean, bankruptcy. We have bankruptcy, guys. Hey, listen, if you don't bring me Muhammadan, I will make you divorce your wife or your husband. I learned magic. Remember, I came from the Middle East. I came from there, actually. By the river of Babylon, where we sit down. Hey, hey, we will, where we remember Zion. Hey, Muhammadan, what is this? Hmm? John is asking a good question, actually. So does this fit with the Antichrist? Well, you know, I can't say it's a fit with the Antichrist, but it's telling me the nature of this God to be evil. Because what is the interest of this God to send so-called angels, and their purpose is to cause wickedness? Who is going to have the benefit of divorce? You know, if Allah is the one sending those angels, nobody. You destroy family, kids will be like, you know, God knows what will happen to them. So what the purpose of this? This is absolutely satanic, correct? So the God of Islam is telling us that he is satanic by nature, and he like to harm families. So while the Messiah, he was advising us and commanding us, not only advising, commanding us to keep the family, to preserve the family. Man, he loved his wife. The women, she loved her husband and she obeyed him. Muhammad is sending messengers. The purpose of those messengers is to teach wickedness. How that can be godly? Any Muhammadan would like to join us? Anyone? Please make a video. One day, Jewish woman Mary brought Lamb of God into the world to crush Satan. Then Jewish brought poison, Lamb crush Mumu. Well, we cannot compare. You know, this is not a good comparison. However, you know, the Messiah said, whoever live by the sword shall die, right? So Muhammad, as a criminal, he got his penalty. In fact, Muhammad in the Quran, you see this guy, I mean, this guy, he buried himself alive. So if you remember Muhammad in the Quran, he said that Allah, actually there's a hadith, Muhammad, he says that he fabricated hadith on Allah. He fabricated the Quran. All right. But here in chapter 69, verse number 46, it says, and verse number 45, 44, etc. So Allah supposedly talking, saying, if Muhammad fabricated statement about us, Allah called himself us again, I will hold him from his hand, right hand, and I will cut his artery. How Muhammad died? So here I believe that my Lord, he made Muhammad exposed by bringing his death to be in such a way. I believe it's my Lord who punished him, not this woman. This woman is used by the Lord to prove to us additional proof that Muhammad obviously is a false man. He can't be a prophet of God. Go ahead, Kash.
Hello,
Hello, hello.
can you hear me?
I hear you. Are you a Muslim?
Yeah.
What do you think about this hadith in front of us?
Oh, brother, don't jump on like that. That's a way you guys are playing tricks. And the thing is, first present yourself. That's not the way
Can you
you
speak?
are
Can you speak
presenting.
slower? Can you speak slower so I
Okay,
can
can
understand
you
you?
repeat? First, I need to know who you are. You are a Christian?
Yeah, I'm a Christian, but if you can speak slower so I can
Oh, okay, so
understand you.
you're a Christian and you are presenting Christianity the way you are doing, mocking
Okay,
mocking the
is
Islam. So,
mockery?
and then your accent tells
Okay,
me, wait a minute,
hold on. Is mockery
hold on.
is mockery
Hold
is
on.
bad?
Eh,
Is
Yeah,
mockery
listen, listen.
is mockery is bad?
Right,
Is mockery bad?
right now, I'm your guest in your stream, right?
No problem. But you just insulted me. I'm asking you, is mockery is
Listen,
bad? Is
I
mockery?
did not insult you. I just present you a
No,
fact.
you made fun
I
of
just
me. You made fun of me.
listen to me. I'm a guest. First of
So
all,
okay,
listen,
we
then
are having a
and
conversation.
then respond. Don't just jump in. No, listen, bro. Listen, bro.
Is mockery is bad?
So you are presenting, yeah, it's a bad, and you're presenting Christianity. So your Lord and your God. So he was mocking to the people.
Why you don't want to
Can you
answer
tell
me?
me? You,
Why you don't want to answer me? Is mockery bad?
what?
You said to me
I
mockery.
answer you.
Is mockery bad?
I told you you are presenting Christianity and you're mocking and lying and blames
So
and
when Allah he
oh,
present
listen,
Islam, when
listen to me,
Allah he
then jump.
present Islam and he make mockery of the uncle of Muhammad as you see in the screen. What kind
I am
of
asking
God?
you.
So
You
are
are
you
not
saying to
following
me? So are
Islam.
you
So
saying to me? Are you saying to me that I
present
should
your
not present the Christianity
present me
in a mockery
your
against Islam, but Allah
present
can do
your
mockery?
corrupted Bible that
What
the
can
that
what
God was mocking, presenting
my
yourself, so
God,
I can tell you you are not doing good.
my God, he always do mockery. My God always. He called the hypocrite hypocrite. He called the liars liars. He called them even satanic. He called them serpent. So
To
my God,
call
he
a
do
liar
that
a
and he
liar
command me to do
it's a
that.
mockery. You don't
No,
know what is a mo. You don't know
no,
even what's a mockery. You don't know even.
I do not know what.
You're just playing a satanic role and misguided the
What
people
is
and presenting Christianity.
what the word
Is that
satanic? What
that
the word satanic mean?
that the way
What the word
Jesus Christ
satanic mean?
was
My friend, let us
preaching to
have
the
a
people?
conversation.
Is
Don't jump.
that the way that Jesus Christ
Don't jump like a
he was
monkey.
preaching to the people? Listen to me.
What satanic mean?
So you don't know what is a Satan and what does
No,
it
I do
mean as
not know.
Satan.
Is Satan a Muslim?
Okay. Let me
Is
help.
Satan
Yeah, yeah. Let me help.
isn't it Satan a
Yeah.
Muslim? Isn't it Satan a Muslim?
Listen. Oh, that God
I'm
people,
asking
listen.
you,
Don't jump in.
Is Satan a Muslim? Yes
Don't
or no?
jump there.
Is Satan a Muslim?
Monkey.
Is Satan?
Listen, wait.
Oh,
Hold
no,
on,
I'm not holding on.
hold
You
on,
mentioned Satan.
hold on,
I
hold
want to
on.
know,
I need to speak to
is it
learn about
true?
Christianity.
Is
Yeah.
it
Don't
true?
talk about other religion. Just present
I can talk about
your
other
dead
religion.
God believing
You see,
Christianity.
your God, he is attacking us.
Who
Your
gave you
God
the right
insult
to talk
us.
about Islam
Your
and if you
God,
don't know
he keep
anything?
attacking us. So
To misguide the
why
people
we
like
cannot attack
the
you
Satan
back?
you believe.
You see how witty you are. So you can call
A
us name. You can
God
call us
killed by
kuffar.
Roman authorities
You
that
can
you
call us
talk about
pigs.
your
You
God.
can
Tell
call us
people preach
liars.
about your dead God.
You
Don't talk
can
about
call us
Islam if you
all
don't know
names.
anything.
Indian, Indian Muslims from India. They are a radio
Talk
station.
about your dead
They
God.
will
Tell
never,
people how
they will never let you talk. Radio station. I muted you, by the way. A radio station. How we can have a conversation? I never spoke to a Muslim from India. Have a control for volume. And the reason they will not stop talking because he cannot stand what he say. The demonic. This is not the Curry effect. This is the Satan of Allah effect. So I will give you the mic. Can we have a conversation, me and you? Can we? Go. What is Satan in Islam? Is he a Muslim?
I have a question and you are a big
I
scholar.
ask
I
you a
want to know
question.
who
Is
killed your
Satan a
God.
Muslim? Is Satan a Muslim? Please.
I never claim a God. I never claim a scholar. You
I'm
have a
asking, I
channel and
don't
you are
care if you are
misguiding
scholar or not.
people.
You are a
Let me
Muslim.
know you are.
You are a
Yeah.
Muslim. Do
I
you
have a
know or you
simple
don't know?
question. Who killed your God?
Nobody kill my God according to Quran. So you are saying to me that your prophet is a liar?
According to the
Hold
Bible,
on.
leave Quran, leave.
Hold
You
on.
don't
No,
believe
I
that.
cannot
So
leave the Quran. You
tell
see,
me,
you want me
according
to
to the
hate the
Bible, who
Jews. You
killed
want me
your
to
God?
hate the Jews. You want me to hate
Who
the Jews,
killed
right?
your God? Simple question.
Listen,
Don't play
I
monkey
answered you.
here. Simple question.
Nobody kill my God.
I'm listening
Jesus
to you.
said, shut up.
I
Jesus said,
okay.
Jesus said, I lay down myself. So they cannot kill him unless he allowed them to do it. So nobody can kill my God. This is number one. Number two, Jesus on the cross, he said, forgive them, Father. They don't know what they are doing. Number three, the Jews, they become Christians by thousands, even after Christ's crucifixion. Number four, your God says nobody can kill Jesus, and right now he's in heaven. So why you are coming to me saying something even against your religion? You know why? because you're trying to escape the embarrassment. And now I want to ask you,
Don't say
and
why.
now it's my
Wait,
turn
wait,
to ask
wait,
you.
hold on,
And now I
hold
want to
on,
ask you,
hold on,
how come a Jewish woman
hold
she
on.
can kill Muhammad? How come the Jews they can kill Muhammad, but they cannot kill Jesus? The mic is yours. Go.
Now you are going to listen to me?
Yeah, but keep in the topic. Why?
Okay.
Why the
Wait,
Jews?
yeah. I'm gonna to be straight to the. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna to straight to be the topic.
Okay.
So it's gonna be make sense for the audience. Okay, they
Mm-hmm.
are listening to someone, you and to me. So we are gonna to go one by one. You put a question, I'm gonna reply. First, let me finish to the first thing, the question I asked you, and you gave me replied already. Now I have more questions related to the same thing. Instead of jumping here and there, we both are gonna to be straight. Okay. So
Okay.
let's be
Okay.
fair
Take a hike.
and a human
Take a
being.
hike. So you will not answer me. I got it. I got it. So guys, you want to continue? I have more questions. I told you the answer. Nobody can kill my God. You are stupid. No, I have more questions. Hmm. All of this is just to avoid the embarrassment. You're an idiot. That the Jews they were able to kill your Muhammad, but they cannot kill my Jesus according to your religion. Why? You can't answer. Obviously, Allah don't care for Muhammad. Allah did not send we rescue. Muhammad was dying for 4 years. He vomited everything from the poison he ate. In the case of Jesus, Allah is there in the speed of light. Isa, are you there? Don't worry, I'm coming to you. The Jews cannot touch you, okay? Don't worry. Stupid religion. So you gave me, I have more question now. Nice trick. I never saw an Indian Muslim is not dummy. I mean, I know that the Arab are the most dummy, but sometimes I think the Indian they beat they beat the Arab. By the way, I'm an Arab. Don't take it wrong, huh? Don't feel insulted. And your prophet is an Arab. I mean, look at this. Look at this idiot. I have more questions now. That's a solution now. Like I fast for 3 hours waiting for Abdul, and when we got to Abdul, is a radio station. He will not let you talk. He will not answer a question. According to Islam, Shaitan is a Muslim. Shaitan is a Muslim. Not only he is a Muslim, he command Muhammad. Hmm? Who command Muhammad? Shaitan. And Muhammad, he made it clear that the one who command him to do good is Shaitan. Shaitan is a Muslim. Read it. Do you see it? Have you ever heard of a person claiming that he's sent by God? He said that Shaitan command me to do good? Like what? Shaitan commanding Muhammad to do good. So who's Shaitan then? He's a good guy. Not only that, Shaitan in the Quran is absolutely a Muslim, and he have an agreement with Allah to mislead mankind. Shaitan, he misled by Allah, but Shaitan is still, he believe in Allah. You see it? Who is the one who misled Shaitan? Allah. In Arabic here it says, قَالَ فَبِمَا أَغْوَيْتَنِي, because you cause me to be misled, I am going to mislead them. The same you did that to me, I will do that to them. What Allah He says, هذا صراط مستقيم. That's deal. Takbish. All right? You misled me, Allah, I will mislead them. Allah says, fine. And they made an agreement that you cannot mislead anyone except the one who follow thee. The one who they are following Allah, they cannot be misled. So Shaitan here says, قال ربي. Shaitan is calling Allah my Lord. You see it? He's a Muslim. You are just a potato. I'm not going to waste my time with you. You have more questions? When you ask me a question, I answer you. You have to answer the question. I can put you in the stage, but you talk like a man. Don't tell me I have more questions. And this is the topic here is not about who killed Jesus. Don't you see the title of this program? It's about your God. But because you are terrified, scared to talk about your religion. If I have my topic speaking about Jesus, then you can say, okay, I want to talk only about Jesus. But as you see, the whole topic is about your God, which no Muslim can answer. And you are a potato. The fastest way to avoid the embarrassment, switch the topic and let us talk about the Bible. It doesn't work with me, Abdul. Your God, Allah, Mr. Shin. Shin, have you ever heard of a God as a Shin? A Shin, you ask them, do Allah have a butt? They don't dare to say yes. Hey Muslim, do Allah have a butt? I challenge any Muslim to say yes. They don't dare because all what they know, he have a shin, he have a face, he have two hands, right hands, and he have a foot. But that's it. They don't know if he have a butt. But how you can connect the shin to the shoulder and you have a back? I mean, that's funny. Imagine your shin is connected to your neck right away. Right? The Lamb God, he requested his father to save him from the Roman authority, but he failed. You are a liar. Guys, isn't it Jesus said, let your will, not my will, Father? You are a liar. Isn't it Jesus told his disciples that tomorrow you will deny me before even the rooster sound? You are a liar. Isn't it the Messiah? He commanded Peter to put his sword back and he healed the ear of the soldier. You're a liar, Abdul. A liar. You're a Muslim. Why we can accept a Muslim to be decent? Mission impossible. The generation of Muhammad of Muta, they rent their mother for sex. This is what your prophet brought to you. And you are an Indian potato who became the slave of the Arab. So now your name is Arabic. You have to pray to Allah. You are our slave, the Arab. We are the Arab. We are your masters. You admitted and agreed to be our slave forever. Even your heaven, no brown color will enter it. Only white people. But you don't dare to talk about it. Only white people can enter heaven. Are you white? According to your faithful prophet, when Allah he created Adam, he created two kind. Look like Allah never heard of the Asian. Black and white. The white, Allah said to them, he hit Adam in his shoulder, right shoulder. And from there, white offspring came, like white ants. And then he hit Adam in his left shoulder, and black offspring came like charcoal. And then he said to the one from the right shoulder, which means the white, you go to heaven and I don't care. And then he said to the one from the left shoulder, which means the black, you go to hell and I don't care. And the stupid you as an Indian, you follow such a filthy racist cult. Consider you a penalty. According to the Quran, being a black is a penalty. This is the most filthy, racist cult. And the reference in front of you. Potato. You have to be mentally ill if you are a black person, or like, let us say brown, whatever color you have, to follow such a garbage cult. Allah destined from the beginning that black will go to hell. And he said, I don't care, which means get lost. He don't even take it as like something serious. I don't care. And he created the white people from the right shoulder. You see, the right, the reason they are created from the right shoulder of Adam, because the right is where all good things. This is why Allah have two right hands. The left shoulder is where all evil things. This is why Muslim can eat with the right hand, but they cannot eat with the left hand. If you eat with the left hand, shaitan eat with you. Shaitan eat with you, because this is the hand of shaitan. How a person, African or Indian or anything, can follow such a garbage cult? Mental. The slaves of the Arab. Go to Saudi Arabia and see how they treat you. Guys, honest to God, they put a 50 Indian in one room. God is my witness. Go to Kuwait, go to Qatar, go to Bahrain. Any human, just because they are Indian. Am I lying? Corrupted Bible under my arm? Come to the stage, let's talk about it. Because your Quran confirm my Bible, you eat it. You're just a potato. You're a prophet, he even take an oath in it. This is how monkey you are. Isn't it this is your stupid prophet? Taking an oath in our Bible? Read it. He say, I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. Taking an oath in our book? Physically. Do you see it? Potato. Potato. Little Abdul. To run, it is your destiny. Listen, Abdul, you talk about destiny, right? Do you know that it's your destiny most likely to go to hell according to your God? Come on, let's talk about it. You are a potato. You don't want to talk about your religion. According to Islam, Allah wrote destiny for people to be what they will be. Even if this guy, okay, hold on, just to show you how stupid this religion is. According to Muhammad, if an Indian man, if an Indian woman, rape her, because in the Islamic gang countries, rape is very popular, especially in the territory of Muslims. Look at this. According to Muhammad, when a man he rape a woman or commit adultery, it is not his choice. It is destiny. Read it. Read it. Do you see it? Any fornication, any crime in the world, it is not your choice. It is destiny in Islam. So why they have a court? Why they have? It's just a stupid religion. There's a video of Mufti Menk. I will not play it because last time I played it, they make a drama about it. YouTube. He speak about a story of a caliphate. The caliphate, I think it was Uthman or Umar. So they brought to him a thief. And the thief, he said to the caliphate, Why you are punishing me if this was my destiny? It was destined to me to steal. It's destiny. Omar, he said to him, you know what? And here Mufti Menk, he says, by the way, this is a pretty good argument if you think about it. He's not making fun of the guy's statement. No, he's saying this is a pretty good argument if you think about it. And then he said, and then Omar, he said to him, well, it destined to me by Allah that I will punish you. This is how stupid this garbage cult is. Right? Okay, this guy is just, this Indian guy is going all over the place. Guys, he's saying that Paul is a rapist. What if I show you that Paul mentioned in the Quran, you donkey? Just to show you how stupid was Abdul. Guys, according to this Indian guy, Paul is a rapist. Okay. Do you dare to come to the mic and show me where Paul he raped anybody? And I will show you story after story about your prophet raping women from your books. Is that fair? There's no screen YouTube. Sorry, it's my fault. Here we go. You want to come to the mic? You're a potato. With evidence. Let us see who is the rapist. David did adultery with the soldier wife. You stupid idiot. This is a story in the Quran too. This guy is a monkey. He do not know. This is in the Quran. Donkey, come to the mic. Let me invite you. How embarrassing. Is it true that the story of David in the Quran, you idiot? Huh? Is it true that your prophet, he mentioned the story of David, and yet he believed that David was a good guy? In my Bible, when David, he did that, God condemned him and destroyed his kingdom. Is that true, Christians? The Bible is there. God condemned him, and even he caused the son he had from that woman to die. And he destroyed his kingdom. That's my God. In your religion, David is a hero, even though the story is mentioned there. Come to the stage, you potato. Yeah, coward. Get out of here, little boy. Let your dad come here. He's just coming to insult. You can insult as much you want. Insult me. But you lie about Jesus, you're a liar. Be a man and prove what you say. Coward like your prophet. Coward like your prophet. Let's see here. We have unfavorable, favor up. Allah need to apply for a handicap past that who they worship potato. Actually, you get a point there, by the way, because the Quran mentioned that the Jews, they said Allah is handicapped. You know that? Do you know that? Read this. The Jews made fun of Allah, the God of Muhammad. First of all, they don't believe in him anyway, so they are making fun of him. So they said to him, your God hands is handicapped. Read it. The Jews say Allah hands is tied up. What they meant that he cannot do miracles. You see it? He's in disability. This big Muhammad is a big mouth. He keeps saying Allah, Allah, Allah. And then they say to him, so how come you don't have a miracle? This is not about spending. What spending? God send money. وقالت اليهود يد الله مغلولة. The hand of Allah is tied up. مغلولة, tied up. literally tied up. This is not about spending, you know. This God, he can do nothing. He's incapable of anything. So how he can be God? Do we have any Muhammadan? Mayday, mayday. Who is a Muslim here would like to join us? And you have knowledge. Anyone? You notice how right away they try to speak so fast and they try to change the topic because they don't know what to say. And all their false statement about Jesus or the Bible is false. Suddenly, Paul was a rapist. I mean, I cannot find a wonderful man like Paul. Paul is one of the most strict Christians ever. That's why many fake Christians, they hate Paul. Many fake Christians, they don't want to hear what Paul said. Because if you like fornication, you don't like Paul. Correct? If you like theft, you don't like Paul. If you like to be drunk, you don't like Paul. If you like to be a liar, you don't like Paul. Because Paul was very strict. That's why even in his time, there's many churches don't want him. Because they want to still, they became a Christian, but they still want to live their paganism. Fornicate, live the normal life, you know. Okay, we believe in Jesus. We don't do that. Paul is one of the most wonderful. That's why you see that the Islam focused so much on Paul. And then we find that Muhammad, he copied many things from Paul. Muhammad the thief. Actually, this is what we need today. We need many Paul. Instead of those potatoes, they are in our churches collecting money and saying everything is fine, everything is okay. Be open-minded. This is what we need in our churches. We need a revolution. We need Paul. We need Paul in the Vatican. We need Paul for the Protestant. We need Paul for the Orthodox. We need true people like Paul. But they hate him, for he was very good. If he was teaching, you can drink and you can sleep around, they will love him. You know? Yeah. But we know that Paul, he taught exactly what Jesus he taught. No different. Yeah, I saw today the news, those wicked police in UK. I mean, imagine, guys, imagine. They came, they found a guy. He was stabbed, I don't know how many times, 5, 6 times. And the guy have a knife in his hand, the other one. What they do? They arrested the guy because he's white. Can you believe it? How wicked they are? In the UK now, just because you're white, you are guilty. I mean, the guy is killed, is dying. And not only that, the guy who have a knife in his hand, they did not put the cuffs in his hand. They put him in the car nicely, with respect. Even in the police station, they did not put cuffs in his hands. He killed the guy. This is how wicked this government in UK. Liberals. Racism is evil. It doesn't matter you do it against who. You do it against black, you do it against white, it doesn't matter. But those Western, and the funny, by the way, that the most racist against white people is white people. in case you did not notice. Because those who support such a thing, they are the white ones, the hippies. They lost their common sense. They are mentally ill. And you know, Jesus, he brings us back to our humanity. That's why the Bible says there's no Greek, there is no Hebrew. The reason it mentions Greek and Hebrew, because the Hebrew are so proud to be the son of God, the children of God, the chosen one. And the Roman, they are so proud, we are the most powerful nation. So the Bible says none of this count. There's no Roman, there's no Hebrew, there's no free, there's no slave. For all is one in Jesus' name. So a true Christian will not discriminate. A filthy hippie liberal, he will, using his own logic, because discrimination is not just about a color, it's about stupid mentality. So you might find somebody, he even discriminate his own people, because his mind, we have to punish the white ones, because one day they have slaves. But remember, in history, African, they have slaves too. In fact, many African, they enslave African. Many African, they used to kidnap African and sell them to the Arab, and the Arab, they sell them to the European. Wickedness is our enemy, and racism is an enemy. For us as a Christians, none of us should differentiate between a black and white and Asian. That's why the Jesus says to us, go and teach and preach the whole world. And we know, in fact, that from the beginning of the church, where they went. They went all the way to Ethiopia. You see, somebody might say, okay, why they went to Rome? Well, Rome controlling all that part. Actually, even Africa, most of it controlled by Rome anyway. But they went all the way to Egypt. They went all the way to Ethiopia. They went all. There is an ancient church all the way, I think, in Bombay or Mumbai, quite Mumbai. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, it's Orthodox Church. So they went all around the world. That's why we know about speaking in tongues. So the Christians, they were not sent for a race. For God, He loved the world. He sent His only begotten Son. That's why anywhere racism appears, racism is like weeds, evil weeds. And if you allow it to grow, it's going to multiply so fast. Because when you are racist against somebody, he will have reaction, even if he is not racist. Be careful. If you are racist against a black man, it's normal for him to be racist against you, because he need to protect himself and his ethnic group. You're being racist just because I'm black. Same for the white. If you are black and you are racist against white, then you will receive a massive reaction. You get what you ask for. You will eat from what you seed. You seed hatred, you will get hatred. You seed racism, you will get racism. Bombay, it became Bombay. Okay, maybe, because I did not read about it for a long time. See, my memory is, thank God, is still good. Uh, so you will eat from what you seed, and you will harvest. You seed filth, you will harvest filth. Right? That's why the Lord, He says to us, be holy like your Father in heaven. It's a trip, it's a journey to do, to be holy like your Father. All right? I appreciate those who post verses from the Bible. Thank you, Belta. All right. I'm not going to keep you longer. I hope we have a good time. As you see, guys, sadly, we are not getting any valuable Abdul. I mean, this is my luck, what I can do. No potato. However, I hope we learned something good, you know, and we did not waste our time. Did we waste our time? I don't think so. Uh, First of all, we are here uh, to do fishing. Let us say, you know, fishermen. We are fishermen trying to fish and get people to be saved. There's two oceans. There's an ocean of hell, and there's an ocean of mercy and love. And most of the world is in the ocean of hell. Nightclub, party, drinking, food, sex. That is what the world is busy with. But we cannot ignore that all of us, we have needs. But there's one need. If you ignore, all your other needs is useless. Decency. When a man, he lose his decency, or a woman, he lose everything. He will never feel love because you became a sex toy for everybody. You became a thief. You have no dignity. You became wicked. You hurt people. You became a criminal who sell drugs. You are gone. You have no trace except wickedness. When you lose your decency, you lost everything. A person who have decency, he can enjoy life. You want to have sex? You know what? God, he says to you, go and get married and enjoy your marriage and have kids. You like to have money? God is not against you. Go and work so hard, but don't steal. Go and work so hard. Support your family, support your house. You want to be strong? Arm yourself. God is not against you because it's not arms who kill. It is what you do with them. So arm yourself, but God said don't murder. Decency is the most important thing we have. The second we lose it, we lost everything. And you notice if a person, he lost his decency, he loses trust in everything around him. You lose a trust in your wife, your children, your everybody. You are not comfortable no more. You lost your safe zone because you suspect everybody to be like you. You suspect everybody to be thief like you, a wicked like you. So when you walk in the street, you don't see people. You see wicked. You see thieves, or you see a prey. You know, like somebody you want a victim. You have only two ways to see the people. But when you are a person who live with decency, you are in comfort, even when a knife is in your neck. That's why when the disciples, they were taking them to be fed to animals, to beasts, to tigers, to lions. They were not sad. They were not terrified. They go for it. Even the wicked Quran speak about a story where a Jewish king, he came to the city of Najran and he occupied, which was 100% Christian. And he made a ditch of fire, a massive one. And he put fire and wood in it. And then he brought all the city population. And he told them, if you don't leave Christianity, I will burn you all. And then one by one, they throw them in the fire, and not a single one of them denied Jesus. Read it. This is about us, the Christians. They are sitting on the fire, but they did not deny Jesus. So for sure, here the story is speaking about Allah. This has nothing to do with the stupid, filthy God Allah. This is about Jesus. The Jews are not against them to believe in God, but they are against them to believe in Jesus. And by the way, this story proved to you that the Christians never change their book, never corrupt. Look how decent they are, to the point they are willing to die, burn it alive, and not to deny Jesus. Remember, Muhammad, he allowed the Muslim to deny him. He told them to do taqiyya, right? How in the world those people, they can change the Bible? People, they are willing, the whole town is willing to die, burned alive. This is us. Not the Muhammadan, who they are willing to sell their God for $1. Maybe next time we go live, we can get a Muslim to tell us who is Allah. But as you see, for now, we were not successful to get Abdul. However, no problem, more days to come. And with this, we say again, because you were muted in YouTube, sorry for that. As always, we say God is good, so is Jesus. And we are the crusade. See ya, and God bless you. And thank you all for support. And don't forget to leave your comment if you care. A comment will not hurt you. Or give us a like so maybe we can get more view. That doesn't hurt too. Thank you. God bless you and see you soon again. Take care. Bye-bye.